Dun, 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 dun.
I've seen some chatter about this particular Netflix series floating around in my comment sections to a couple videos I've done, completely unrelated. But some of you obviously are fans of the show. I'm a little late in covering it. Maybe you've wanted to get my thoughts on it. So you're getting that today. The show has been on my list for a while. I just haven't gotten around to covering my videos for it yet. But it definitely has potential. It's not only... Now, I didn't like this show. I only got one episode in, and it had a lot of content in terms of the program. I was like, I don't want to watch this. But The Haunting of Hill House, Mike Flanagan directed that. I am a fan of him. I loved Gerald's Game. It's such a well-done film. And he also did Doctor Sleep, which I understand as well had a lot of fans. I haven't seen it yet, but I am a Stephen King fan. I did like The Shining quite a bit. But the guy has serious potential. He's a remarkable director. And as I said, Gerald's Game is, in my opinion, one of the most underrated, probably the best, honestly. It's close to me in terms of The Shining level, in terms of how good it is. I love that movie. But he's also done some other work as well. I liked Hush, Before I Wake, all good films. Where will Midnight Mass rank? Now, this has an interesting synopsis. This is what it says according to IMDb. An isolated island community experiences miraculous events and frightening omens after the arrival of a charismatic, mysterious young priest. Interesting. Bad goings on with these spiritual representatives, you say? I mean, definitely give credit to, and I say this as a Christian, that here on earth, life isn't perfect. And that can sometimes intersect. Maybe it'll be like a false preacher. I don't know. I would imagine if this is Mike Flanagan and this is labeled as a fantasy horror show, it's going to be more of like a darker supernatural type thing. We'll see. Again, the guy has serious potential as a director and as an artist. And when it comes to horror, I have a couple conditions. Notably, I don't know. Well, maybe this will be more so thriller. I don't know what the gore level will be, but I don't tend to be a big gore over, the top blood person. But I also with that, when it comes to supernatural type content, as a Christian, I'm very sensitive in terms of what I watch. I don't prefer to watch stuff that's like supernaturally dark, or if it dabbles in like demonic stuff or the occult, it's an automatic pass for me. Paranormal, perhaps, it depends on where the film goes with that, and if there is a spiritual lean, and if so, how severe, what direction specifically. But again, I have my conditions. But we'll see. I'll give the show a fair shot to prove me wrong. Now, this is on Netflix, though. Why is every show potential on Netflix? Or all the good ones? As I've been saying for the past couple months, I'm currently on Netflix boycott because I still have not removed Mignonnes from the platform. I am waiting for that Texas indictment to hopefully go through and result in my interest, because I want to watch Stranger Things again. I want to watch Cobra Kai again. And I possibly want to watch Midnight Mass, depending on if I like this trailer or not. Who knows? But unfortunately, I will not pay my money over. I will not pay a penny on money over to a company in terms of having that film on. The minute they get rid of it, I'm like, okay, we'll see. But until then, I'm not giving a cent to a company that endorses content as what's depicted on that film. Now, some of you I know will probably be like, but you're typically against censorship and cancel culture. Yeah, that's, again, potentially a criminal act in terms of that movie. So it's a very different situation, and I don't support it in any iota. But maybe Midnight Mass, again, I have this long list of content generating for when Netflix gets their head screwed back on straight. I will watch these shows eventually. Maybe Midnight Mass we want to add to the list. I'm going to use this time in me watching, first the teaser trailer, watch a couple other trailers and separate videos, to give me an understanding on that level. We're going to go ahead and watch the trailer for this first, and we'll talk about it more in my teaser trailer, sorry. And we'll talk about it more in my condensed review segment, for us watching the video together. Okay, Midnight Mass. Let's see. And for those of you who've been asking me, what do you think about this show? Here is your answer. Without further ado. Hang on a second. Where did I put the teaser trailer for this? Okay, here we go. Let's take a look. It's dingy in terms of style.
Mysteries. We feel uncomfortable not knowing.
Very much set in reality.
The more that we know,
the clouds coming in.
The less we bend, the more brittle we become. The easier to break.
Again, a show that I did not enjoy. This first episode.
Wasn't it?
The string instruments are good.
The world and say why, I don't understand. Why?
a bit paranormal.
Who are you?
Is that a mouth? No, it's an eye. Foreboding. In terms of me actually trying out the show, I wish this were on a different platform. But Mike Flanagan makes a lot of Netflix exclusive content, so I get that. It's up to you, Netflix. You can get me back on, at some point. It's all up to you. For what I see now, it looks like it's a show that could go in any direction. Again, this is the teaser trailer. And I'm sure the trailer itself will give a more fine-tuned direction. But for what I see, yeah, that darker aspect is coming through. I can sense that in the narrative, the overall illustration. Is that a cat? I think it's a cat. Poor kitty. There's actually a lot of dead animals apparently on the beachfront. Yeah, something weird's going on. It, again, I guess comes from this priest comes to shore. Maybe again, he's a false teacher. Who knows? I don't know. That could be an interesting layer. Maybe it's like a commentary on when false teachers come in and distort. I mean, again, as I say this from a biblical perspective, the Bible is very clear that, false teachers do come up. Now, I'm not exactly sure that it was trying to tell that in the context of what you would watch in the horror show, but maybe that's like an added layer here. Although, again, it seems to have more so like a paranormal twist. I guess this young priest comes to this small, a secluded community, I would imagine, from the general vibe I get from the synopsis. And all these weird things start happening. You've got a lady on the beachfront at night, gray clouds rolling in, dead animals on the beachfront. Let's see where it goes. Again, like I said, this is very much a teaser trailer, so it's more so just getting you at least intrigued. And I like the gritty presentation of it. It's very dark and dingy, down to earth. Could easily fall into the context of a horror project. We'll see where it goes from here. Now, I do think there's strength, of course, of Mike Flanagan's name attached, but I'll let the trailer, do the ultimate proving for me, whether or not I watch the show. Well, I guess because it's a horror show, I usually tend to look at content reviews to understand what I can expect going in. Not on a spoiler level necessarily, but just again with my conditions, just from that perspective, so I know exactly what I'm in for. But what are your guys' thoughts of Midnight Mass from a first season teaser trailer perspective? Let me know it down below. Don't forget all the good stuff with liking, subscribing, and sharing that bell. Until we get to watch the trailer for this in a separate video, I will see you guys then. Until that point, thanks for watching this video. I love you guys. Trevor loves your fellow man. God bless and peace.